Hello friends, Namaste, welcome to Physio Yogi. So today I am making a video on how to do Halasana with scientific methods step by step. So this special video I have made with lot of effort specially for you. So please try to watch it till end and trust me, it will be worth watching it. So there are only 3 reasons why we can't do Halasana. So first one is if you have a fear of getting into Halasana, getting inverted. So first thing we need to get rid of that fear. Second is if you can't lift your pelvis up off the floor, if you don't have enough strong enough muscle to lift your pelvis up off the floor without momentum. And third one, if you don't have enough flexibility to touch your toes on the floor behind your head. So we are going to work on all the 3. So stay tuned and let's start with the practice. Place your mat close to wall, almost touching the wall. Your feet should remain beyond your mat, palms close to your pelvis. Slowly lie down on your back, raise your legs up, raise your pelvis up, touch your toes to the wall. So keep practicing this and make an attempt to touch your feet or toes to the wall. So by practicing this, you will get rid of the fear of getting into Halasana or getting inverted. If you want, you can do same practice with your knees bent if you are not comfortable with your knees straight initially. So after practicing this few times, once you are confident, you can move little forward away from the wall and again place your palms close to your pelvis. Slowly lie down on your back, raise your pelvis and try to touch your feet to the wall. So when you move away from the wall, you need to lift your pelvis more up to touch them to the walls. It will be little more difficult than the previous practice. So once you are good at previous practice, you can practice this. And after doing it for few times, take your hand support and try to hold that pose. You can also slide your feet down. So after wall practice, next you can move to practice using a chair. So again similar way, lie down, lift your pelvis up and try to drop your feet on the chair. So keep practicing this unless you are able to touch your feet to the chair very comfortably. So after practicing it for few times, try to practice holding that position. Use your arm strength, push your palms down to hold that pose. If you want, you can support your back as well. So after doing a chair practice, you can use a pillow. So initially you can use 2 pillows and do the same movement. So pillows are much lower than a chair, so it will be little more difficult. So again with practice, so this is almost coming very close to Halasana. So use your palm strength to lift your pelvis up. Use your arm strength. After practicing it for few times, try to hold the pose. You can also practice same with 1 pillow. So once we are done with this practice, so next we have to strengthen our core and abs muscle. So by doing which you can lift your pelvis up without momentum. So for this is the first exercise, crunches. This will help you to strengthen a necessary muscle required to lift your pelvis up. So you can do this for 10 to 15 times, 2 to 3 sets. Relax for a few seconds. And then practice next. Lift your legs up with your knees bent initially and try to lift your pelvis up as high as possible. So this exercise will also help you to strengthen the necessary muscles to lift your pelvis up into Halasana. Once done with the knee bend, do the same practice with your knees as straight as possible. So again you can practice this for 10 to 15 times, 2 to 3 sets. So our next exercise would be moving boat. So where as you inhale, to raise both your upper and lower body up simultaneously. So how much ever you can lift. So this exercise will also help you to strengthen your core muscle, your abdominal muscle, which will help you to lift your pelvis up. So once we are done with the strengthening part, now we have to move towards the flexibility. Janu Shirshasana. So exhale, go down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, and hold the pose. So you can keep moving up and down for 5 to 10 times, and finally you can hold this pose. Will help you to open your hamstring and a lower back. And similar way, do the same thing to the other side. So again, stretch your hands, lengthen your spine, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. So this practice will help you to open your lower back and hamstring, which is necessary to do a complete halasana. So once you are done with single leg, you can come up and repeat the same thing with your both legs stretched forward. Raise your hands up, exhale, go down to Pada Paschimottanasana. So initially you can move for 8 to 10 times, and then finally you can hold the pose. You can hold the pose for 30 seconds to 1 minute, or as long as you can, without creating much discomfort to your body. So this will help you to open your lower back, hamstring and hip. So once you are done with this practice, now we'll move to next practice, where we'll try to open or make our neck muscle flexible. Sit on your heels, grab your heels with your hands, bend forward, place top of your head in front of your knees, and start lifting your pelvis up. So lift your pelvis up, bring it down, lift it up, bring it down. So you can do this for 8 to 10 times, and after that you can hold it for 30 seconds to 1 minute. So this will help you to open your neck and upper back. So after all this practice, now we are ready to try for a Purna Halasana. So now we are able to reach the height of pillow. Support your back and stay there, and now start touching your toes one by one by moving it up and down. So you can take a momentum to touch your toes down. Again, this will help you to increase your flexibility. So once this becomes comfortable, you can try to touch your both legs up and down. So this momentum will help you to get that extra stretch and flexibility to your neck and the back as well. So after a few days of practice, you can try to hold the halasana with your toes in, knees straight, and as you become comfortable with your toes in, you can point your toes out. And after a few days of practice of toes out, finally you can try to lock your fingers with your elbows straight into Purna Halasana and stay there for as long as you can without creating much discomfort and without holding your breath. So after practice, slowly bend your knees, lower your pelvis and stretch your legs out forward. So after practice of Halasana, you must do a counter pose, that is Matsyasana. So you can drop down on your elbows and try to drop top of your head on your mat, creating space between your back and your mat, and stay there for 30 to 40 seconds. So once you are done with Matsyasana, lie down into Shavasana for few seconds. So thank you for watching the video. I hope this video has helped you. So please don't forget to like the video if it has helped you, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel.